Finally, Hijinks gets on my team. The ELO squad. Of course, open to questions. Why does everyone say that Nemesis doesn't work in the solo lane? She does. Um, she can be. I don't know. I feel like it's just because she is very useful at early stages of the game, and solo doesn't participate until mid game. So you're kind of wasting that early potential by not putting her in the jungle. But she can hold her own in the. Don't matter. Don't matter. What is my opinion on trying to change the meta like on her jungle or Thor mid? Okay, so there needs to be um, a distinction here. Changing the meta doesn't necessarily mean just doing something different. Changing the meta means proving that something else has value. And so when you say something like on her jungle as changing the meta, that's not really changing the meta because you have to prove that on her jungle is strong enough and has good potential to shut down the current meta. Metas change because people figure out how to counter them. If you come up with a new strategy that shuts down a key aspect of the current meta, like let's say you come up with a way that you orient the map, or you pick certain characters, or you have a certain lineup like multiple tanks to shut down high burst, or you have shred characters to shut down a tank meta, or you have very safe characters in the lane to shut down a roaming meta. There has to be a counter to it, and if it gets countered enough, the meta will eventually shift, and sometimes it comes full circle. So, changing the meta does happen. It happens naturally. It will continue to happen. It also happens as the game gets changed, as new items get introduced, as, other people... What is he? Is he going solo? What the heck? I don't know. Visionary does usually like support. What you doing, Ev? Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. Is he there? Are you there? Are you there? Are you there? Mom? 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 Ma? 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 Mom? Mom? Mama? 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 What's a hunter I haven't played yet? Neef. Neef's a hunter I haven't played yet. AMC? Xbalanque? Xbalanque is always fun. I like Xbalanque.
Thanatos.
Got you, bro. Got you. Got you, bro. Let's do this. Gets that golden. See if there's any more questions. People want Artemis. Yeah, what do you guys want me to play? Comment down below. Shout it out in your monitor. Put it in chat. What do you want me to play? Xbalanque, AMC, Apollo, Artemis on her Cupid. Need for me. Against Arachne. I don't mind Artemis against Arachne. I don't like Cupid against Arachne though. Although it can't work. I see a lot of AMCs. I see a lot of Artemises. Xbalanques, Apollos. Xball. Apollo, Nuwa, Neath on her, Apollo, Artemis, AMC. I see it's between AMC and Xbalanque, it looks like. Some Apollo's coming out now. AMC, Xbalanque. Let's do some Xbalanque. No choice now, it's already been locked in. 132, Freelo. Counting's hard. Especially the lower counting. That's the hardest, man. The hardest. Oh, I'm like super like zoomed in. Like, look at my face. Look at my face. All right, so we've got Tyr, Sun Wukong, Xbalanque, Ao Guang, and Thanatos, which actually is a fantastic combo. What we can do is we can Xbalanque ult during Thanatos ult. So if Thanatos is in the air, I can ult, which means they have no way of knowing where he is or where he's coming down, which allows him to just kind of watch them run around like rats on the ground. Ao Guang, good burst damage. Tyr, take the solo lane, I'd imagine. Visionary plays a really good support Sun Wukong. Oh, there's Shadow Q. And yellow below, Halve here, Avarice. Okay, so they have Vamana. Vamana, Sobek, and Arachne. I mean, their whole team is good at getting to the back line and doing damage from range. So this is going to be a game where I have to play careful and farm up as much as I can. It's not going to be as easy, but I do have good support. Sun Wukong and Tyr have good zoning. Ao Guang hopefully will be able to do a lot of zoning as well. So most likely going to be relying on a lot of that during the mid-game phase. Although late-game Xbalanque hits. Man, look at that blue. Oh my god, it's beautiful. It's like the rustling flaboogers in the water, in the ocean. It's like a sea blue. Look how pretty that is. And look, we got the little... Look how pretty. Wait, is this EU? Okay. It's like super delayed. Why is that so delayed?
Yes.
Yes, they do. That little tap. Shadow Q playing Sobek, so that's going to be tough. Going up against the legendary Shadow Q support. So we'll see how we can play this. Okay, any questions here? I want an urban parkour skin for Xbalanque. That'd be cool. What does Xbalanque provide for a team? I feel like his ult is kind of pointless. Absolutely not. Xbalanque's ult is probably one of the most underrated ultimates in the entire game. It's incredibly powerful and very useful, both for defense and offense. One of the greatest initiating tools, and also one of the greatest interruptions during a team fight to slow things down if you need it.
Okay.
No.
Out of mana. No.
From X-Ball, that's a no-no. Xbalanque needs blue. It's the only way he has push. No way, dude.
Okay. No problem.
Xbalanque needs that blue. Like, he's the only hunter that desperately needs blue early. Otherwise, he gets no push.
Behind us.
Okay. So I can explain that. I've explained it a few times already, but it's certainly something that people need to understand. Xbalanque is probably one of the weakest hunters right now for the fact that his laning phase is one of the weakest. He has to expose himself, and it's unfortunate I'm up against a Sobek, and it's double unfortunate I'm up against Shadow Q Sobek. The way you push with Xbalanque, one of it is like this. Go to the side of wave, use the darts, and push it up that way. The issue with that is you're exposing yourself heavily. Looking for that grab. See how I caught it out right when it started. So as long as I'm fast enough, I can prevent it, but it's going to be difficult. It's going to be very difficult. So, you know, the fact that you have to go to the side of the wave instead of standing in front of it to push it for that darts is unfortunate. The other issue is if you don't use that, you can use the branching bolas to push, but it's very mana intensive. Nice grab. That's game. GG. Good play. That's actually going to be enough for me to finish this. That's not the worst ever. So I got a little flustered there, and the issue with it is he played that perfectly. He zoned me out, so that's a great grab for him. So losing the blue buff is unfortunate, but it was only about halfway through. It's okay.
I'll defend left lane. Help, middle lane.
Okay, so there's that.
Be right back.
See how intensive the mana is. It works. You can branching bowl as the whole freaking wave. There we go. Okay, so I have a finished Heartseeker. Apollo didn't go for Heartseeker, so that actually might work out in my favor, although he does have a better start because of that kill. It may not be the best ever that he's thinking, simply because of the fact that I did actually get my Heartseeker done before his. He's just going to zone me here. And no reason not to.
Your middle tower is under attack. When darkness falls, you won't be safe.
Enemy missing middle.
Looking for last hits here. And there we go. Use a little bit of mana. Okay, that's fine. The darts actually went out there. Interesting. The real downside of this is Xbalanque's worst matchup is Sobek. Mainly because you have to expose yourself forward. Athena's not great either. Mainly because you need to be forward in order to do what you need to do best. What a misplay.
That's too bad.
Eat that blue buff pretty bad.
Enemy missing. Attack. Enemies incoming middle.
And there we go. Gotta get a push off. We're gonna back off here. We're gonna need beads pretty soon. Not only for the Arachne but also the Sobek. So
On my way.
we're gonna go ahead. Let's actually go ahead and pick this up. We'll go for beads, and we'll get going. Okay, so at this point we're 3150. The Apollo's at 3330, so he's about 150 gold ahead of me, just because that early start, that early kill. But that's going to start to balance out, considering the fact that he just finished his Heartseeker, and actually just finished it. And now, oh, what is this?
On my way.
Shocking new development.
On my way. Cancel that.
Nice ult.
An enemy has been slain.
I would suggest they
You must weather the storm. An ally has been slain.
Nice grab. There's that double. He's got a dash ready.
Double kill. Bye.
So now that I was able to get them low enough for the threshold, Thanos could dunk in. That's a really great recovery. In fact, that's going to put us pretty far ahead, considering the fact that Arachne was already behind. So that's going to pay to our benefit heavily here. So beautiful rotation by Thanatos there. Luckily enough, I was focusing Sobek to get him low enough for that dunk, which killed off the Sobek, which means the Sobek could not protect the Arachne on the landing. Wonderful play. Wonderful play. That actually might be enough for me to steal this blue. Since they're both down, they're going to come back pretty quickly. They're already here. I should have rushed over here at the start of it. I'll get this last hit, and then we'll go.
Help!
On my way.
Retreat!
On my way. Enemies incoming.
We're going to ult for movement speed for myself and also help my team. He's got no dash. He could have an ult though, so I need to get out. Does he have the movement speed? He shouldn't. He might. I need to cut this tight because he's going to dive this tower. Here he goes. He's going to guarantee it. I got no mana. Nice play. That was guaranteed. I mean, there was no way for me to be able to deal with that until I got mana. The beads wouldn't have... Actually, I could have beads there, but he would have Sickening Strike. The only chance for me to get out there was going to be the beads. And, of course, I ran straight through. So, beautiful play by Shadow Q there. He knew he had me, and indeed he did. And there was nothing I could really have done about it. It happens. So the greatest start here for me early on, although, you know, like I said, Xbalanque's worst matchup is up against Sobek. Unfortunately, it's going to be Shadow Q on Sobek, so he's not going to make very many mistakes. He's only made one so far, so that's basically how it is. Like I mentioned, Xbalanque's only downside is his laning phase. That is really the only reason why he's not picked.
Falling back.
Be careful.
Falling back. Your
Nothing.
right tower is under attack. Yes.
I'm going to have to branching ball as this. Again, I can't push from the front as well as any other hunter. Although Sobek's not going to punish me at all. Excuse me, little buddy. I might be able to force an ult out of him right here.
Death wall. Attack.
Pop that mana potion. Stack this up nicely.
Attack. Attack. Time to hunt. An ally has been slain. Attack. An enemy has
Nice
been
try.
slain. You're all mine. No escape. An ally has been slain. Attack middle lane. An enemy
Attack
has
the
been
Gold
slain.
Fury.
Double kill.
Hell awaits you.
Whew. Bad dash though. Red camp's up.
Enemy missing rate. Be right back. Retreat.
So they'll have that.
Retreat.
I'm gonna go ahead and pick up Sprint 2. I got a ward. Let's get 1 mana pot. And we'll go. There's some inklings of Transcendence. People talk about Transcendence in chat. Transcendence is actually, I would say, the only reason to buy Transcendence is going to be on Xbalanque, given the fact that he can keep his 1 active, which gives him a bonus 50 damage on every shot. That's the only reason Transcendence is worth it, because it's just so much damage, and you really have to have a good split of pen and lifesteal, and it makes the build so difficult for him.
A basket garbage. Ahoy!
Nice dash. Good play. He's got no dash. All he has is tail up right now. There it goes. So I just ignore him, go for the wave.
Enemy missing middle.
Got nothing on me. Nice play. Wow, he's got a lot of damage.
You have been
Oh, Shoes of the Magi! No wonder! He's going hard damage. Wow. Totally underestimated his damage output on that one. Shoes of the Magi on Sobek. Whew. That's punishable later, though. With Arachne short, they're going to rely on Sobek's tankiness for these next fights. And it may not be there since he went for Shoes of the Magi. Whew. So damage Sobek doing work right now, but again, that may not be worth it later. We'll see what they can pull off.
Enemies incoming right.
Your left tower is under
Enemies
attack.
incoming right.
Your middle tower
There we
is
go.
under attack.
So his next item's going to be key for him.
An enemy has been slain.
It's a great kill.
An enemy has been slain. Double kill.
I'm the best around.
I'm the best around.
Gang.
Where that Sobek at?
Your
I'm
right
past
tower
the worst
is
part
under
of
attack.
Xbalanque, which is going to be his laning phase. If you get past that, you're fine. And really, that's the only reason why he's not picked as much, is because his laning phase is significantly weaker compared to every other hunter. His push is not safe and not as effective either.
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain. Retreat!
I don't know about this, man. Baby's there too.
Retreat!
Not a good fight. Not a good fight at all.
Your team has destroyed a middle enemy tower. An ally has been slain.
Sucks. Hi, Shadow Q.
Defend the Gold Fury! The Gold Fury! Ho!
Sucks. We just gave him a Gold Fury. They're still not going to tie up, though. As far as towers go, they're down 2 towers. Our left tower is the only tier 1 tower currently standing. Who's a harder hunter to play mechanically? I would say probably AMC, considering the fact that his ultimate is basically just a basic attack, and if you're not good at those, you'll miss that as well. And he's very reliant on doing as much damage as he can, which of course relies on him being able to hit everything. So mechanically, probably AMC.
Be careful, right?
I don't want damage Sobek coming over here again. I need to get out soon. Like now. Timed perfectly.
An ally has been slain.
That rotation, man. Damage Sobek taking over the day.
Help middle lane.
We're going to get in here. Oh, he's getting himself in some really bad places. Oh, man. Sonocon's putting him deep. Putting him deep. Is Chronos viable? Because I just picked him up and I really enjoy him. Yes. He again suffers the same situation as Xbalanque. Weak early game, but very strong late game. So if you can survive the early game with Chronos, he's definitely very viable. It's just in a competitive lineup, in a tournament play, it's difficult to be able to protect him at all levels.
Your middle tower is under attack. An enemy has been slain. Attack!
Be careful.
I'll attack! You have slain an enemy. Attack!
So let's stack this up. Arachne was very clearly looking for something there, and she's not going to find it on me. So again, you can see how quickly we bursted Sobek there. The reason I wasn't worried earlier is because he's going damage. His sovereignty's late, his damage is high there, but he doesn't really have the needs to fill. I have a mana. And so once we caught him, it's very easy to kill him. And they're not leading right now. They're not in a perfect spot to be able to stay ahead in the gold. Even though they did get Gold Fury, they're still vastly behind in this match. And that's why I'm not worried, is because when push comes to shove, we're just going to kill Sobek. And they need him, since Vilmana fell behind as well. So he owned my early game, although, like I said, Xbalanque has a terrible laning phase where he has to expose himself to push. And one of his worst matchup, if not his worst matchup, is up against an enemy Sobek. And
Your middle tower
you're up
is
against
under attack.
Shadow Q on Sobek. That makes things worse.
You cannot escape death.
Got you, brother. So that is all over now. I was able to get 1 kill.
Be careful.
The rotations are real, man. Lifesteal needs to be real. for me.
It's you.
An enemy has
Get out on this one. Not a good fight for me.
On my way.
an ally
Do not
has
know one
been
of them hit me.
slain. A mighty storm! An enemy has been
So basically, I backed off there. I did not want Poison Claws to stack up on me, which is Arachne's passive. Once I got enough distance, then I went back in. Just don't let her beat on you like that, because you won't be able to really accurately judge how much damage you're going to take from Arachne, because the long-standing effects of Poison Claws are usually not factored into it, or not accurately factored into it. Is Apollo going to get greedy? No, he's not going to get greedy. That's good. Okay, good to go. So again, Sobek got caught, bursted him down. That's basically what's going to happen every single time. And again, like I said, not worried about it, because every single time we're going to find him, we're usually going to kill him because of his early start and that late sovereignty. He was able to kill me, which slowed me down a marginal amount, but now we're in a good spot. So that's good. Each dart does actually physically do damage when it lands, although only three of them can be afflicted with damage. Even if you're doing point blank and more than 3 hit, only 3 of them will actually be able to do damage. And of course, that will apply the damage over time effect, which is the poison. But the darts themselves hitting the target do damage as well.
Enemies incoming middle!
See if I can't kind of
You're killing it.
rub the butt of Apollo here.
No escape!
Interesting.
Attack!
Ult to keep him here. He already dashed. He's done. That's it. Like I said, every time he gets caught out, he's going to die. He's not tanky enough, and his team's not around.
Attack the Gold Fury!
I shouldn't have started this. It's going to
Be
hurt,
careful. I will cut your life stream.
especially with no lifesteal. Nato's down. Rage almost done. Right tower for Gold Fury is actually worth it at this point. I'm going to go defend the right lane.
Take middle lane! Take middle lane! Take middle lane! Your right tower has been destroyed.
You say I desperately need some lifesteal.
I'm
Push this
building
next wave.
stacks.
Enemy missing!
Thanks for telling us. That's so, like, official. It's like an official announcement you hear over the loudspeaker. I'm building stacks! Alright,
Be
Outlaw,
careful.
do your business.
Be careful.
I see someone saying don't get Transcendence on Hunters, and generally I would agree with you, but in this situation, I think it's actually going to be, I mean, for Xbalanque, it's worth it. I'm not going to get the situation, it's too late to pick it up, but it is absolutely worth it if you can get it.
An ally has been slain.
Let's get some crit. Let's also finish this off, and we're going to get one of these wards for vision.
An ally
Hopefully that
has
should help.
been slain.
We're getting cocky now, not so good.
Defend.
Oh, good ult. Mystical Mark doing work here.
Your middle tower is under
He might
attack.
dive it. Let's find out if he does. Looks like he's not going to. So Vamana's starting to get tanky here. There's no Gold Fury. So he's going to check and find out now. There's nothing else for them to grab, so not really worried about that. Somebody asked me why I said that I need lifesteal and I went for Deathbringer anyway. A lot of these fights are going to come down to damage. I don't expect me to brawl a lot as long as I have good positioning. Vamana is the only situation where I'm going to need it. And so I'm trying to skip into some hard damage. Considering the fact that I just finished Malice, it's actually going to be very beneficial to me to get this early damage up as fast as I can, because that will take the fights very quickly. Xbalanque has one of the highest, if not the highest, in-hand damages in the game, and that really what we're going to be leaning on as we go for like fire giant fights, considering the fact that everyone is just so freaking squishy.
Enemies incoming left. Enemy missing.
Curses!
That was just me just getting on a rant and not paying attention to the fact that he wanted to fight.
Slain an enemy.
Ah, good play. Howie.
Get you behind me! A basket knife squad!
I hate that it's a dash and not an actual.
An enemy has been slain.
Oh! Oh, the greed.
You have been slain.
I didn't think they'd have that many that close by. But then again, they have no tier 1 tower on the right and mid side anyway, so I was out gonna get clustered on. Oh no. Oh no. I need one more kill for my passive too. So that's not too bad. At least I'm getting
Has been slain.
that early stack. Look how squishy. Oh gosh. This is fun though. I'm enjoying
An
myself.
enemy has been
Tornado on the ground! Okay, so Deathbringer done is going to help a lot. And shutting down Apollo actually helps. He's going to lose his stacks with Heartseeker, and all he has is really Aussie. So his damage is going to be very limited early on. Got a tower as well. Look at that. Tier 2 tower. Oh, man. That was fun. And you can see right there, and what I mean by the fact that it's unfortunate that Xbalanque's dash is not a leap is that it is a dash. It doesn't seem like it is, but he dashes forward and then leaps into the air, but when he's in the air, he's not actually in the air. His hitbox is still on the ground, and so what happened is I was up in the air, but I got body blocked by one of the minions, and so that slowed my progress away pretty heftily, and it was difficult for me to get the distance I needed to get away from that. Those crits, man. They hurt.
No escape!
I have no concerns with him right now, considering the fact that he's very weak. I'm going to put this here in case they have a ward. Looks like they don't. Looks like they don't.
Enemies at the fire giant.
Not looking for that. Big collapse coming.
On my way.
Gonna get those stacks.
Be careful. Defend the gold fury.
Defend the
Defend
gold
me.
fury.
More than likely to defend me. I shouldn't be running directly into this. Okay, they're doing Gold Fury.
On my way.
An enemy has been slain. Behind us. You have slain an enemy. Attack, fire giant.
Okay, see if we can help with this.
An ally has been slain. An enemy
Is done?
has been slain.
It's done. He's gonna dash too. Okay.
Attack, fire giant.
I don't know if we have the personnel for it. We might. I don't know. So I missed a lot of shots on the baby there. You can see that once once he stacks up, I mean it's literally really hard to deal the damage that Xbalanque can do. Once I finish this Deathbringer and get one more item after that, it's gonna be really hard to deal with the damage that I can deal.
Attack,
My
fire
lifesteal is
fire
hard.
giant.
I watch for that dash ult from Agni if he recognizes my HP. Hog? There you go. I'm good now. I'll give him an ult.
To hunt.
That ult was the get out signal, ladies and gentlemen. Not the sit around and stare signal. Please.
You're all mine.
See a lot of people saying that I wasn't hitting those basics. I'm on my way.
Be careful.
Oh, they're going deep. Got no ult, but I'm on my way.
An enemy
Deathbringer
has
done,
been
Fire
slain.
Giant added. I'm going to be doing some damage they're not ready for. There's a 1,000 crit.
Bear your souls to me.
Your team will destroy the right enemy tower.
Damn crits, though.
Be careful. Attack middle lane. Cancel.
Damn crits, though. So this is why I went for Deathbringer first. Okay. He has friends. Don't backbait when they have a lot of friends. Me. Me, please. Me. Yeah. Oh, he's going for it. Not going to get it, though. Kentos is up.
An enemy has. An enemy has been slain. Double kill.
I would suggest that you run.
If only I had lifesteal.
An enemy
The cleanup's gonna be
has
real
been
though.
slain.
I played they're attacking the Phoenix.
Double kill.
Oh, my team. Sometimes
You're
Sometimes it just happens.
killing
And then it ends. Just in case there's anyone didn't catch that, you can't attack towers or phoenixes until the one before it has been killed. So my whole team just collapsed and tanked that phoenix with no minions. And there was a tier 2 tower that had yet to be picked up. So okay, let's look at the damage. Good damage, but look at Ao Guang. I had second most on my team. Even though I had a bad start, it still came together. Lots of assists. And of course, and you can see that, we have a bad start. Look at the deaths on Shadow Q. This basically just came to the fact that he went hard damage early, but his team needed tank. And Shadow Q knows what he's doing. He's just having fun or just looking for kills, or he wants to kill Dry Bear, which he did very, very handily. I got outplayed by Shadow Q very often. But probably the biggest weakness in this game was the lacking Arachne. She didn't have a good early start, and then she fell behind. And the worst thing in the world is to be Arachne when you're not ahead, because you will be punished and you will be hurt. It's not very fun to play an Arachne from behind, because she is a momentum character through and through. You can't beat anybody 1v1. You can't help your team unless you're building it. Did she, let's see. Started to go tank. Honestly, this was not necessary. If you fall behind early with Arachne, just go Bruiser. Just buy tank items, get the hooks, get the slows, get the silences, and that's pretty much it. Vamana had a decent start, but kind of couldn't keep up with the pressure that was coming out from Hijinx. So Hijinx had a really good job there. Dear God, what possessed me to Q at this time? Oh, poor Shadow Q. Either way, great presence from the jungle. You can see we're all around the same amount of gold. That just means that we were together for a lot of it. High assist counts, good rotations. So Nokong had some great vision, zoned them out properly. This all came to the fact that everyone on my team was just playing. This guy really wants to party with me. Everyone on my team was playing really well. Good initiation from Tyr, my ult, and honestly my ult is, again, a very underrated ability. That darkness plus the possible stun is important for a lot of initiations. And of course you can see towards the end I was hitting really hard, and if I ever got the chance to really get off the ground, Xbalanque is fantastic. So you get 30 physical power from your passive, you get 50 physical power, or if you have your one active that splits. I mean, Xbalanque hits like a truck, and that's why he's good. The problem with him and why he doesn't get played in tournament as much is because he's abusable in the push in the laning phase. His push is weak in the fact that he has to step forward to either darts or use a lot of mana to push from the front, which is slow. Which means that if you're up against a Sobek or Athena, but Sobek mainly, he has a very poor matchup with that, because if anytime he steps forward to try and push, he will get punished for it. As you saw me getting killed early by Shadow, just baiting me out and killing me off. And then his dash is a dash instead of a jump, so you can get punished in that way. There's just a lot of issues with Xbalanque that just don't make things easy for him. But hopefully you learned a little bit. I'll see you in my next game.